What's up, Dragon Brood? So today, we're going to talk about a deck that's kind of hot right now that everybody's trying to play different ways. I know some people call it poison. I'm going to be adamant and say it is not a poison deck. It is an infect deck that has a card that cares about poison. But that being said, semantics. It is our Deathtouch list. And I've seen some different versions floating around. We've seen Golgari straight up. We've seen Golgari with Lurrus. We've seen Jund. We've seen, just 4 or 5 different ways, right? So what we ended up playing is I played a little bit of Golgari, then I switched it. I started out as Jund, then I built a Golgari version, then I switched it back to Jund, and who knows, by the time you get the downloadable list, we're probably going to be back to Jund. Back to Golgari. Sorry, see, I'm confusing myself. We changed so many times. But overall, I will say it's a pretty fun deck. It's pretty neat. I think y'all will enjoy it. Please, if you haven't, remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know the drill at this point. Help me out, help yourselves out. But, let's go take a look at this deck list and see what it's all about. Alright, so interestingly, we started out with this deck being Jund, then we went to Golgari, then we went back to Jund. I still don't know which one I like. I do appreciate that I did see the opponents playing a version of this deck with Lurrus that actually did pretty well. So maybe that's another option. But anyway, we ended up with 4 Foulmire Knight, 4 Mire Triton, 4 Finn. Just maximizing our opportunity to have some early plays, because that's kind of important in this list. 3 Heroic Interventions. Haven't really seen how these are going to work yet, but I've seen them in some other people's decks, and they seem to be okay. So they've earned a spot. 2 Inscription of Abundance, 4 Ram Throughs, 2 Shovels, 4 Hooded Blightfangs, which this is the thing when you play Lurrus that you don't get these 2 cards, which are huge. Actually, really, I would say all 3 of these. Hooded Blightfang is just another way to just get the beatdown plan, and it helps, especially if you get double Blightfang. Nighthawk can block like Soaring Thought Thieves, sometimes just comes over the top to hit a Planeswalker. Like, there's just a few different things it does that your other cards aren't able to do. Also, even gaining life against mono red, that's been useful once at least. Then you have Varragoth, which there have already been games too, where just attack, use Varragoth, set up your draw. Also discovered that Varragoth plus Shovel is a very cool plan. Because if you already, say, have a kill card in hand, like a fight spell, you can attack, put Varragoth's trigger on the stack to tutor something, you kill the thing before they even block with it, so you get to draw a card off Shovel's bounty token, and then you get another card, whatever card you wanted, that was just sitting on top and protected. So that's another thing you can do. Playing a couple Porcupine Parrots. These are obviously just randomly good wins still. Get to do some fun stuff with this card. It's repeatable removal to go along with the 4 Ram Throughs, the 2 Inscriptions. So is it totally necessary? No, but it actually has been useful, so I'm sticking to it for now. Then 3 Questing Beasts. Possibly, arguably, could be a 4th one. I would not be surprised. Even if somebody wanted to cut, if you wanted to cut Porcupine Parrots and just play 3 Shovel and 4 Questing Beasts, I think that would be reasonable in this list too. So I'm going to mess around with it a little bit. The final list that's downloadable with our YouTube video, I don't know. This could be different. Even here, I don't think this needs this mountain anymore. It probably just needs another swamp. Actually, no, it probably needs just a forest here, realistically. And then we'll just get the red from the Crag Crown pathway, since there's only 2 Porcupine Parrots. If we don't get it, we don't get it. But again, it's possible that this is incorrect, and maybe the Porcupine Parrots don't even need to live here. And then we go back to just playing more, like I said, Shovels and Questing Beasts, which might be what the final list looks like. But otherwise, for now, you're playing a full set of the pathways, 4 Forest, 3 Swamp, 4 Fable Passage, and it seems to be working. It's interesting. Does it hold up against everything? Will it hold up in the coming weeks? I don't know. The one thing I will say is when you're playing it, remember that it's a Deathtouch list first, a poison deck second. A lot of people keep saying, oh, poison deck. But it's like, it's not a poison deck. It's a Deathtouch deck that happens to have a card that references poison. And you're going to win a lot of games with just damage. You're going to win because of Blightfangs. You're going to win because of Nighthawks, because of Questing Beasts. Those are things. That's why I prefer this list over the Lurrus list, because you can do more over the top. And if your opponent, like if you're playing the Lurrus list and your opponent just has a couple of spot removal cards, or something that removes stuff from the graveyards, like, it's kind of a feel bad. Like, you end up with just these little puds that are just 1/1s or 1-power creatures that don't necessarily do enough on their own. If you don't get to stick a Finn and the Finn lives, you're kind of very heavily on that poison plan. Whereas if you play just non-Lurrus list, you at least get options like we're saying of Nighthawk, of Questing Beast, being able to tutor stuff with Varragoth, Blightfang, right? You get another whole way to attack that you're just not getting. All right, well, we're going to mulligan this one, unfortunately. I do have plenty of land, but nothing to play early, which is pretty bad. This is significantly better, though. Now the question is what to keep. I think the Fabled Passage is going to go. Yeah, that's fine. That's green, red, red, green. And we're going to probably put that on black. Let's put this one on black. And then we can put this one on green, and then we can wait on this one, is the plan. Which is why I chose what I did there. So if I end up needing, like, double black for, I don't know, a Nighthawk, then I can do that. If I end up drawing a Questing Beast and I'm waiting on a land, then, well, doesn't matter. Got another one anyway. So it kind of worked out. Alright, we'll attack with the shovel. Opponent's going to do nothing to that. Then let's go ahead and just play Varragoth. And the reason there, Varragoth over Triton, is that Varragoth, I can still use its ability for 2 and still play a Ram Through next turn, which is pretty good. Speaking of which, we get to blast a Mammoth out of the way and still tutor for cards. So let's do that. We will put this one on green. We will blast a Mammoth. Guess I should have waited because I could have drawn like a Fable Passage or something there. And then we're going to attack. And then I will use Varragoth's ability to go find, I guess, a Questing Beast. It's probably the most relevant thing. Though, I don't know. I guess I could have found a Finn or a Blightfang. Like, either one would have been fine. Garruk Unleashed. Alright.
No matter the plain, the woods are my home.
Well, they'll minus and make a 3/3, I'm pretty sure. We'll ram through the 3/3. Probably go get... Yeah, I think I'll use that next turn to go get a Finn or a Blightfang. Put that there. Or I could just go get another fight card, actually. And just keep the pressure up. It's probably the smartest thing. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Because I could attack first. Then with the ability on the stack, I could... Ah, dang it. Why did I do that? That's terrible. Ugh. So bad. So bad. Why am I awful sometimes?
Well, hunt's over.
I could have just got whatever I wanted. Like, seriously. Yeah, go get another ram through. That's actually a really good combo, though. Like, these two. Because then you can just keep loading up whatever you want.
Like a farmer fertilizes, unfortunately.
And the reason that's important is then you're not stopping yourself from necessarily, like, drawing land or something during the next attack step. So, like here, we attack. I can still fight. Oh, I have to stack those. It didn't let me do what I wanted to. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess you have to go into full control mode because Boast doesn't create an automatic trigger option. Like, good to know. Oh, you learn things. Alright. I guess now we'll just go get Inscription. I mean, Varragoth's doing some real work here, though. As they say, doing the Lord's work, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to attack. See what the opponent's up to. Nothing is the answer. Okay, well. I guess we'll tutor up. Go get White Fang. And just play Mire Triton. Oh, why did I do that? I just put the White Fang. I'm just playing terrible. Thinking about talking to y'all. And I lost a Toski and benefit. I played that all terrible. This whole game. If I win, I have no reason to win this. I don't deserve to win. I played too garbage to win. Ah, they're playing a ram through. That's cute. Alright, well, things being what they are. We'll go ahead and get all 3 options. Put the counters here. I'll gain the life. We'll fight that. Well, Finn is cute. Maybe we'll use that later. But yeah, either way, I should already have this game basically over. I just goofed the whole thing. We might still win anyway, but it's not pretty. I made it a lot more difficult than it needed to be here, truthfully. I don't feel like I deserve to win, but we'll see what happens. They're probably just going to ram through, yeah, the Mire Triton. That makes sense. Makes total sense. Now, do we just want them to block there? Do we want to, like, kill that and get a card? We're going to get a card anyway, though. Yeah, might as well. Let's do it. I mean, if they kill our things, they kill our things. I mean, you can trade with the questing beasts. Go to 5. Oh, they decided not to stop anything. Well, that's something. Well, didn't see that happening. Like, I assumed they were going to trade. Why? Now I'm concerned. Oh, well, Great Hinge doesn't do anything for the opponent here. Yeah, if you don't have another creature to play at the very least. Yeah. We get to go first with this, but these are not going to do what we want them to do. This hand is much better, so we'll keep this. Probably scrapping. Oof. Alright. I hate running Finn out early just to get his butt kicked, but I think that's what we have to do. I think Finn's just gonna have to take one for the team. Sure. I would wait till, if you want this list, Mike, I would say truly wait until tomorrow, because I'll end up working on this tonight, and it'll be better tomorrow. Like, I usually work on them at night before I load my YouTube videos, and then they're just better. But yeah, you're totally welcome to if you want to, though. What to do here? Alright, I'm just gonna let this Finn roll. But I'll be honest, I don't think this deck's great. I'm not sold on Deathtouch, really. I know some other people are more so than I think, you know, but I'm not. After playing it a bit today, I'm not necessarily in that same camp. Mostly because I think any deck that's got quality spot removal of even just like 8 copies or something seems to cause a lot of problems for you. Alright, so what do we do here? I'm going to assume the opponent's going to sweep the board next turn with some variety. Not sure why they're playing the snow-covered lands, but it's probably not good for us, whatever that reason is. Okay, that is a thing. So, well, I'm going to use Varragoth anyway this turn, so I guess I'm just going to put this on green in case we draw a Questing Beast. We're going to attack. I don't want to put the Blight Fang out yet, I don't think. Alright, let's... I don't even know what I want to search up. I mean, I guess I'll just go put a Questing Beast up. If nothing else, just pressure in case. Now, if they only play a blocker here, then we're still in it. Okay, they had to shatter this guy, so that didn't really help us at all. Alright. Problem is now they're down to 1-1. So, if they're going to just 1-for-1 removal, we're probably going to get our face smashed here. Migration Path, okay. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, that's not quite enough. Not quite enough. Let's go ahead and do this. And that at least means if they don't do anything, next turn we can pump and remove something. If it's another Shatter the Sky. Oh, it's an Ugin. That's not cool. I need another Questing Beast. Alright, well, it's Questing Beast or no? Oh, it was a Questing Beast. Oh, we're still in this, folks. We are still in this. Granted, they probably have another Ugin, but like, what are you going to do, right? You force them to have it. Sadly, I only have one more Questing Beast. Exactly, so there's the other Ugin. Now I think we're dead.
Accept a lesser world, and you will grow
Ugh, I wish I would have had mana somewhere along the way, too. Needed to get some extra juice off. But yeah, now, well, I mean, I guess we just play this as it is, since it has 4 toughness. I mean, like, it's not great, but it's a thing. If we had more mana, even, I could play something else and then just leave up Inscription, but... then if they were to try to hit it with Ugin, we'd be able to pump it, or whatever. Oh, this is a dead Porky Parrot, isn't it? Okay, Terror. Did we just find a way to win this, y'all? Porky Parrot's gonna win this damn game. How crazy is that? We're gonna win with the Porky Parrot, straight up as a creature. That is some hilarious crap, because this is just deals 3 to us, right? If it's a target, we take 3. So yeah, we can just... we don't even need to use both of these. We could just max value, turn this into a 5/6. Wow. Random, but I'll take it. That's a hell of a way to win. But a win's a win. Porky Parrot's gonna get some. Ah, that's so crazy. This we're going to keep, but we do need to draw some lands to try to help us get there. We need something to go with that exciting Porky Parrot win. Alright, let's get this out there. Hopefully it doesn't die to a Frostbite. It does not. Well, now we have some options. Oh, okay, well. Let's put this on green. Alright, let's do this. See what the opponent's up to. At least force their hand a little bit. I would like to draw a green or a black mana source. That would help a lot. So, Porphyros Intervention. Alright, alright. That is still a magic card. What do we want to do here? Just play this, I guess. Because depending on what they do, there is a world where we might want to play like Shovel and Tutor and just sit on the Questing Beast. Since there's a good chance they might have sweepers of some sort. Don't necessarily want to just walk right into that. which I think that is the route we're going to go here. Just kind of see what the opponent's up to. Sure. Targets us. To go put... A fight spell wouldn't be bad, I'm not gonna lie. But Shovel kind of guarantees we can at least get something next turn, maybe. Do we want another Finn? I guess maybe so. Alright, let's see how this looks. I mean, they might want to get after it. Alright. Hey, Courtney with the like. Thank you. I mean, I guess you have another one. Alright. We're just gonna see. If they have something to deal with the questing beast, we'll find out. I mean, they might just have another one. Okay, Purpose Intervention. Reasonable. They're gonna 1-for-1 us. Alright. Since that seems to be their removal of choice. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, I tapped the wrong side! My Finn's dead. I meant to just play the knight for 1. Oh, that sucks. Well, it lived, but I think Double Vision's going to make sure that Finn dies regardless the rest of the way here. Because they get to copy their spells. Oof, 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 oof. What to do? What to do, what to do. Alright. Let's see. Maybe this works out. I doubt it, though, because whatever they do is going to deal at least... I mean, we have to have something deal 4 or less damage. Targeted, so that way we can protect Finn. This is a very, very fragile situation right now. Ah, double Storm's Wrath. Ugh. That does not help us. Yep. Now I think we're in trouble. Don't know what we're going to do here. I think this is where I need some heroic interventions. Yeah, this little duder's not going to get it done by herself. Yeah, we'll just put it on green, I guess. Alright. I don't think we're going to get there with just this card. Yep, you get your 1/1s, get some extra turns. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Yep, I'll just give it to them. They've got 3 turns coming. They're going to be able to attack for 12, plus 3 draw steps, so they're good. We get to go first with nothing to play on turn 1 or 2, so definitely going to mulligan this one. This is not any better, sadly. Boo hiss. That's real bad. Alright, I guess it's just we're going to have to go with, and we can't really cast anything. Boy. We'd have been better off just keeping that first hand. Sadly, we can at least almost cast Porcupine, so sort of got to keep it. Try to keep the best mix of cards that if we draw even like 1 green land... Okay, there we go. We can at least do something. I don't know if any of these creatures are going to live, but they at least do something. Which is all we can really hope for here. Pyre of Heroes. I was wondering if anybody's going to play that card. I'll go ahead and play the red if for some reason we end up needing to ping something, I guess. Though we do already have a ram through, so maybe it's a non-issue. So this is pay 2 and sacrifice, and you search for a thing that costs 1 more than what you sacrificed. Alright. Seems reasonable. We are going to... Do we Porcupine or do we ram through? I think we Porcupine. I mean, in all reality, I actually want to just Varigoth is what I really want to do. But the problem is we do end up turning these into 2 even cost things, but I can't imagine they're playing Extinction Event with that. Seems kind of bad. And you sacrifice as part of the cost. We could kill whatever they get, though. Alright, so I'm going to gamble. I'm just going to attack. This feels a little sketchy. Matt Hyder, thanks for liking the stream, friend. Like I said, I don't love this. I feel like I should be playing one of the either Porcupine or Ram through. I'm going to gamble on whatever the opponent is going to search for. I don't know what that answer is. But we're just going to let them search and see what happens. Hopefully it's not something that, like, I don't know, comes in and gives something minus or whatever. Let's see. Because I really don't know. I'm so confused here. This is the first opponent I've seen that's actually played Pyre of Heroes. So I'm kind of interested. But I'm just thinking, like, they can pay 2, go get something that costs 3, but then they have to have a second blocker, but then we can get rid of a blocker. So I don't think it matters. Unless they go up and get an Apparition. Then the Apparition could get rid of Finn, maybe. That could be a thing. Alright, gain your life. That has Menace, by the way, which is why we couldn't block. Alright, they sack. I'm assuming Apparition is the answer. And then go get rid of Finn. And then we just try to kill their creatures? No. That just makes us sack a thing? Then obviously we just sacrifice Hooded Blightfang, right? Yeah. Like, I don't... Yeah, that's a weird choice. Yeah, I would assume if you can tutor something, you want to be able to tutor for a removal option, right? It's like the only thing. Yeah, we're going to keep this. If we draw any land, we at least have a play for the first couple turns. If we don't, well, then we probably just lose anyway. So let's just roll with it. Would be nice if we drew green source. That would be the best scenario. Untapped green source, preferably. Well, there's one. Alright, so that's a start. Great. Didn't need those anyway. We already have some of those in hand. Opponent does nothing. I don't know how we feel about does nothing. But let's do this. Alright, we're going to get some damage in here. Not sure what they're doing, but we're going to do our thing. Skyclave Apparition. Get rid of Blightfang? Sounds good. That is a cute option. Would you like to give me a creature back? Thanks. Now I have an even cost 3/3, which is nice. Since we're kind of on the beatdown plan this game. Alright, that returns a thing. I'm going to land, remove a Nighthawk. Nope, they are not. Nice, nice. Don't hate it. Let's see. We can attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd put the opponent at 4. But then if they had some kind of weird sweeper effect, that would probably be bad for us. So I think we're going to do this. And then just see what the opponent's up to. I probably didn't even need to play Shovel here, actually, because if the opponent has a sweeper, the effect's actually the same. to just play Questing Beast the next turn. And then I could have had Shovel as a backup. Doom Foretold. I guess the opponent isn't quite dead. Oh yeah, I guess they would be. Let me put a stop during our upkeep, because I want to make sure these all stack the right way. So we get a counter on that. We can actually... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, do we even want to kill that? Because we'll probably sack the Foul Mire Knight. They'll block this. We have Questing Beast. They'll take 4, 5, 6, 7. If we kill that, then the opponent takes 3, 4, 5. Well, either way, we're going to sacrifice Foul Mire Knight, so let's just do that. And then we'll take a look at what happens here first. Okay, that doesn't change much, really. Alright, so Questing Beast can't be blocked. That only results in 6 damage getting through. If we do this, it's 3, 4, 5. Then opponent goes down to 3, then Questing Beast becomes more of a possible win. So let's do that. And there's a chance we draw a Blightfang or something here. Oh, well, there you go. Alright, so Blightfang's going to be -3. There you go. Oh, no, because one of those isn't Deathtouch anymore. Ha ha ha. Doesn't quite kill them. Creates a bigger problem for them, though, now with Questing Beast. So we feel pretty good. So unless they played a land, had a sweeper, and a spot kill for Questing Beast, we should still be pretty good here. Turgid is not going to get it done. We'll sacrifice, I don't know, this, I guess. Like, opponent's at 3. I don't know if it even matters. They just die to all kinds of things here. Yep. Now, I will say, during the games you saw, we switched stuff in the decks probably 3 or 4 times, you know, across the whole stream we had yesterday. So that's not a lot of, like, I mean, information you can take away from it, because we made a lot of adjustments. But I think the final version, we're ultimately just going to be back to Golgari, and we're just going to press my luck with that and see what happens. I think the deck actually has enough going for it, but I do think I like some of the 3 and 4 mana cards to where I wouldn't really play Lurrus. I get it, the idea of being able to get back your things out of the yard, replay Finn is kind of cool, but truthfully, if they end up picking off your Lurrus or whatever, then it just feels bad because you don't have big finishers, and that's kind of my biggest issue. I really want to be able to hit with that big Questing Beast or get in over the top with a Nighthawk or something like that that you just can't do with that smaller list. So something to think about if you're considering playing the deck, but hey, you do you, build the version that works best for you. For today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Mulldrifter, mostly because I think this is a card people have forgotten about, but it seems to still show up in a lot of different commander decks and things like that. Occasionally still shows up in some actual constructed 60 card decks, and it's been reprinted in multiple forms, and it still seems to carry a little bit of weight. Now, not a lot, you're talking about $1 or $2 here or there, but it's another one that you can find in bulk boxes or whatnot. If you're just wanting to pick up some cash, you can get a few of those, make $1 or $2. It's crazy, but sometimes cards being reprinted don't matter if they're always good. But remember, if you'd like this deck list, it's going to be down in the description below. As well, if you want to follow me on anything else on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that's going to be down in the description. And also, if you're ordering anything from TCGPlayer or from Amazon, if you click one of the links in the description below, even if you don't buy the item that's linked, as long as you buy something within 24 hours of being on that URL, I'll get a small kickback. It's not much, but it helps, and you don't have to spend any money you weren't already spending. And one last time, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and help me out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.